Good morning. Good morning. It's Bill the Knee Pain Guru. Today is Tuesday, May 4th, 2021. Today we're going to talk about knee replacements. Okay, got a question here from Pete. He said, in 1984, I partially tore my MCL in my left knee in a football game. Fast forward 36 years, and when I was scoped a couple of years ago, my doctor came in and asked, what the hell did you do to your knees? He stated my left knee is basically bone on bone. I blame it on years and weight gain over those 36 years. When I asked how long until replacement, he said when the pain is too much to handle. Obviously, I don't run anymore, but I do walk. Day to day, pain is manageable. And the only time it really bothers me is when I sit for long periods. Any suggestions besides replacement down the road? Yes. Years ago when I did run, most of the pain was behind the knee. And here's what happens. Guys like Pete and guys like him, people like him, it's like they have this really, really low expectation of how they take care of their bodies. It's like maintenance on their car. It's like maintenance, period. Maintenance on your car, maintenance on your house, maintenance on your relationship. You got to do these things. Otherwise, what ends up happening is you have issues where the joints begin to wear away. That's kind of how the body works. You don't pay attention to it. You don't listen to what it needs, or you don't know what it needs, or you don't know what it needs and you don't reach out to get help except to go to the doctor when it hurts. You're already in crisis mode. And the doctors are right there going, yeah, just hang in there. You are a perfect candidate for a knee replacement surgery when you can't deal with the pain anymore. So they leave the option up to you. It's like the ball is in your court. And you can either do something to change the course of action or not. Now, guys like Pete will go, well, it's just too far gone. There's nothing I can do. And they throw in a towel already. And when you have a situation where there's bone on bone, it's not all hope is lost. That bone on bone is a continuum that starts with a little bit of arthritis, an injury, tenseness in the joint. And arthritis, by definition, is dehydrated joint. So here's what happens in the joint. You have that injury, you have that little bit of arthritis, and the joint begins to squeeze and dehydrate. It squeezes out the synovial fluid in the joint. So people go for hyaluronic acid injections, rooster comb injections, cortisone injections in the knee to try to relubricate the joint, to get rid of the pain. So the joint will relax and the water that you're supposed to be drinking can get in the joint. But what happens? We tend not to drink water. Pop, Mountain Dew, like all that kind of stuff, coffee, those things that actually dehydrate the body. So now the body doesn't have the resources to lubricate the joint. So the joint's painful, it's squeezing, those injections didn't work. The knee begins to wear because now it doesn't have the lubrication that it needed. So the joint doesn't wear, gets progressively worse over time. And when you ignore it long enough, it eventually gets to a place of advanced arthritis and bone on bone. And you could say it's the knee, you could say it's the hip, you could say it's the back, you could say it's the neck, you could say it's the shoulder. These same patterns exist in the body. It doesn't matter what joint it is. And it's a progression. If you got questions, please enter those in the comments section. Because this isn't, well, at least from my end, it's not rocket science. We have to get the joint to relax, which is a relatively simple process. I'm not saying it's easy. It's a simple process. And you change the neurological signaling in the knee. Now, here's where most people make a mistake. They get to that point where they have pain in their knee, and they think, oh, well, I need to push through the pain. Oh, I need to strengthen the legs to make the pain go away. But what ends up happening is, in order to have a painful knee, you have to have a dysfunctional tension pattern in the knee, in the leg, in the body. There's an imbalance of tension. And in an imbalance of tension doesn't mean strengthening the legs will bring the tension back into balance. That is a way of bringing the leg back into balance, but it's not the only way. And what ends up happening is people double down on exercise. I got to push through the pain. No pain, no gain. Pain is weakness leaving the body. They have all this stuff going on in their head, and they end up doing more damage to the joint. It's like they double down on what doesn't work. And then they wonder why their joint's wearing away. And then you're in crisis. So you go to the doctor, and the doctor's like, hey, when you're ready to replace that joint, when you're ready for me to saw off your leg and replace it with plastic and metal, then we're good to go. It sounds ridiculous, like to verbalize the process of what's going on in the body and what the doctors are over there, and that's their business model. It's a great business model. You're probably paying for second homes and second boats and all other kinds of stuff. It's a wonderful business model. And it's ultimately your choice, your responsibilities, your body, your needs. And I see so many people giving up their power to professionals that don't necessarily know more than they do about their body. Yet they do it anyways. Makes you wonder. Makes me wonder anyways. The point of it is, you can begin to create comfort in the knee and start feeling relief today by changing the neurological signaling today. Just like when you go to a doctor and a doctor taps your knee with one of those little rubber mallets, and they check the reflexes. Our body has these reflexes that can be engaged, that tense up when we feel pain. They can also be engaged to relax the body when it feels comfort. We flip the script. We flip it around. And it creates a little bit of space in the joint. And this, done on a regular basis, day after day, begins to change the neurological signaling in the knee, in the legs, in the hips, the lower back, throughout the body, because the body's all connected. And as we continue to change those neurological signaling, we want to support the body's ability to have that new neurological signaling take hold, which requires, got to look at water. You got to look at hydration. You got to look at nutrition. You got to look at breathing, because when you're in pain, you hold your breath. You have to look at supplementation to help support the body's ability to heal. And then that's first step, create comfort. Second step is give the body what it needs to support that healing. And third is mindset, self-sabotage. We have to change the neurological signaling. We have to change the neurological signaling in the brain so you're not ending up in the same boat that you ended up while you're watching this video. Okay, Tammy, what does Tammy have to say? Tammy, I was ready for knee replacement surgery when I heard about Bill. Thank goodness I made that appointment. And it looks like she returned too soon. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate it. It's been a pleasure working with you. But that's it's a very simple approach. It's not complicated. It's difficult because we're trying to change patterns that have been there for weeks, months, years, sometimes even decades. So you can change it. If you have questions or comments like Tammy's, you're welcome to put those in the comments section. We are streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope today. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications for future videos as I answer questions based on the comments that are put below. But for guys like Pete, people like Pete, that you want an option other than knee replacement surgery, reach out. You can go to the website down here, thekneepainguru.com, get on my list. I have emails that go out on a daily basis that'll give you a different approach, a different mentality to look at what's going on with knee pain, joint pain. There's also, you can reach out. We can set up a consultation where we can have a phone call. We can go over your situation and map out a strategy for you, whether it be you just want to go the medical route. Well, then you wouldn't be reaching out to me if you're going to go the medical route. Have fun with that. If you're looking for a hybrid approach, meaning some people reach out for looking at, well, what do I do? This happened to my knee. The doctor said this. I'm trying to figure out what to do because it can get confusing. I could help you through that process. And then there's also, if you're looking for support, which I have group and private coaching programs where I work with clients remotely. And I guide them to specific videos in a membership area of my website that you would work on for homework, and it helps to get you out of pain. And then the next time we speak, next time we connect, then we're going to see how it changed. Because getting out of pain is not linear. Looks like the stock market. It's going to go up and down day to day. And you need support through that process. It's not just like I'm going to give you a set of exercises for your legs and then you're done. No, it's not going to be like that, especially if you're like Pete, 36 years his knees have been jacked up. That's a medical term, jacked up. But the point of it is, you can't just expect in a week or a month that you're going to change patterns that have been embedded in your neurology for 36 years. Okay, what do we got here, Paul? Okay, I think this is awesome, amazing information. I agree the body is always trying to heal itself. It is. That's what it defaults to do. And if it's not healing, there's something we are doing that is in the way preventing it from doing so. And that's where so many people get stuck in the process of trying to get out of pain. They think that they're going to try something and either it works or it doesn't. And if it works, they'll do it more to the extent where it doesn't work, and then they quit. And if it doesn't work, then they quit. The point of it is, it gets into this perpetuating cycle of stuck, continually hitting a brick wall. And that's where the mindset is a big piece in the process of shifting the perspective to look for something other than the pain or the feeling you're experiencing in your knees. We have to shift just a little bit, tweak and adjust it day after day, 3 little steps. And when we do that over a period of time, it creates exponential growth in terms of how the body is able to heal itself. If we're trying to do these big chunks, and that's another mindset pattern that many people with knee pain get stuck in, is it's like, okay, give me all the things to get my knee out of pain today. So I've done that before. In the early years of working with clients, I would give them all of that stuff that they wanted. But what ended up happening is they couldn't, their life did not support that change. For instance, what am I talking about? New Year's resolutions. How many people make these big, lofty New Year's resolutions? And then by the end of the first week of the new year, are you still going to the gym? How's that weight loss coming along? And they don't do it because they don't have the food in their cupboard that's supporting the change. They don't have the tools, the equipment, the support, the encouragement. It's more than just doing a few exercises that is going to get your knee out of pain. And it's more than doing all of the exercises that will get your knee out of pain today. We can make a difference today. We have to manage our expectations in terms of how the body is able to heal, especially if you've been in pain like Pete for close to 3-4 decades. And you're a perfect candidate for a knee replacement surgery. And most people like Pete give up. They're like, I'll just get the knee replacement surgery. I'll let the doc do his thing. And then, you know what? They're on the other side of it. I got people in my group coaching program that have had the knee replacements and they're still looking for help because they still have pain and they still have issues with range of motion. The knee replacement surgery is not a panacea. It's not like the solution for all your problems. It's deeper than that. Okay, let's see. I'm headed to the website after this video. Great, Paul. Peggy, what do you got going on here? I had a knee injury in February, and the adjustment of how I carried my body affected my lower back on the other side. Both are healing and happy. Happy to have your book, Bill. Both are healing. Oh, I must have given you my book, Peggy. Well, glad to hear. That's awesome. Excellent. Okay. Well, cool. I appreciate all the comments. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications for future videos. Feel free to share this video with your friends on social media, wherever it is. Next action steps, like what do I do? Consequently, I will do video like this and people will be like, oh, what do I do next? What advice would you give me? Go down below this video in the description box, head on over to the website, sign up for the newsletter. You want to take a little bit more action today, get some support, sign up for an appointment, consultation. That is down below in the description as well. Or you can sign up for the Knee Club group coaching program, which is on Mondays and Thursdays. I work with clients on a Zoom call, and I point you to specific videos that are going to get you relief today. So, okay, no more questions. I thank you all for being here. I'm going to scoot. Thank you all so much. This is Bill Paravano, the Knee Pain Guru. We're going to sign off for today. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.